Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I have got with me here live Rebecca, who is one of my amazing clients in Unstoppable. And I'm just so grateful for you to come and share your experience with us. Thank you, Rebecca. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thanks, Kirsty. How are you?
I'm really, really good, thank you. Like I said, thank you so much. It helps so much when people can hear from someone that's actually going through the program what their experience is like, because I can tell everyone how amazing it is and how much I've put into it and what I think they'll get from it, and it just doesn't mean as much as when someone that's actually going through the program, dealing with real life challenges, can come and share their experience. So I'm really, really grateful for you. Love having you in the group, and thank you.
You're welcome. It's brilliant.
Awesome. That's what you like to hear, isn't it? So first of all, do you mind just sharing what made you join Unstoppable? What was the problem you were trying to solve, or what was the reason for you realizing that you needed to do this kind of work and wanting to come do it with me?
I think for me, it was I knew the strategies. I had one business and knew the strategies, tried to do them, failed, got despondent, upset, frustrated, you name it, I felt it. And then I'd been following you on social media for a while. I thought, right, I'm doing Breakthrough. It's free. Why not? It's a free course. Did Breakthrough and thought, oh my giddy aunt, I've had breakthroughs. And I did have a breakthrough. I decided to pause that business because doing the self-image work, even though we didn't go, I mean, you go deep, but not that deep with it compared to Unstoppable, that's not me. That business is not me. So I said, I'm pausing that. That pause is now mothballed, never to be resurrected. And then it helped me make the decision on what I really wanted to do. But then with Breakthrough, then I still had that wobble of, can I, should I, oh Jesus, is it the right step? The whole mental wobbles that we have. And then you presented Unstoppable and I'm like, right, in for a penny, in for a pound, let's go for it. And I'm in Unstoppable, and that is a completely different animal to Breakthrough. It's completely different. I can't describe it. Immersive maybe is the right word. It's inclusive. I don't think I'm not behind. I'm going at my pace in the modules. Yeah. We're all at a different pace. We're all at a different place in businesses, and none of us feel out of sync. And I just love the fact that I can have a question because I'm new to all this. I am a practical, straight talking Yorkshire woman, and anything I do in woo is like, no. So I can ask the questions. And if you're not there because we're not in a group, I've got a group of women I can ask. I can say anything in that group coaching and I get an answer. And the light bulbs are unbelievable. Unbelievable. I think I'm blowing the power grid.
That's brilliant. I love it. And yeah, I think what you're saying is so important, and that's exactly why I wanted to put that community aspect to work alongside it, is because we need that support. We need the accountability. We need to know our questions are answered. We don't want a cookie cutter approach where this worked for me when I was doing my business, so here you go, you have to follow the exact thing and that's what's going to work with you. And that's why I try and include different tools and different ways. And every group coaching call, we're always talking, aren't we, about, right, how can we make it work for you? How can it work in a way that resonates with you? Take off the pressure, stop thinking that I have to do this. It's like, right, out of these tools, out of these options, how can we get the outcome that you want to get by using things that are less resistant to you, that are in alignment with you, that light you up, right? Mm-hmm. So and I love that you said that everyone's working at their own pace, because it was originally, it's released at this certain date, and it was to keep up with it. And I think I mentioned this in the video anyway, that there's just no need to do that. Like there really isn't. You can just go at your own pace. It's there forever, literally forever. And it's always going to be there for you. So, and I love that you had the courage, because pausing a business takes a hell of a lot of courage, right? It's a scary thing to do. And you said the mind got, the mind stuff started kicking up, because then there's the fear and the doubt, like, what if you really can't do this other one? And there was fears around, should I be giving up on something that I've tried? And I've had this in my experience where I set up a company, ran a business for 2 years, and then gave up on it because it wasn't in my heart, it wasn't aligned to me. But man, that was a hard decision to make.
Yeah.
You feel like you're giving up on yourself and you feel like you're failing. But actually, it's a stepping stone to something greater. And I loved what you said, which was, it wasn't in your heart. And this way you can actually go full out on the thing that lights you up, the business, the other side of your business, which is what you really want to do. So it's just
absolutely
amazing.
This business, it's in its early stages, it's a fledgling business, but I've got 3 clients that word of mouth sort of been ticking in the background when I've sort of been dipping my toe in the water, not quite, oh, I dare do this. Then working with you, I got a client.
Yay!
The lovely guy that he is, lovely client, who is still working with me and paying for the next step and the next step. So what I thought was going to be a short-lived relationship is now a longer term thing.
Brilliant.
I'm having conversations next week with another 3, which is brilliant, but I've no pressure on, as I would before. I've got to say everything right in that discussion with that person. I've got to be selling it, getting the information, it's got to be perfect. I'm like, I'm having a chat with this person. This is what I do, this is what I know, this is what I love, this is what I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
Give me your info, let's meet in the middle. You'll either want it, you don't.
So that says to me, confidence, self-belief.
Absolutely.
You know what you've got is worth something. You know you can solve their problems.
Yeah.
Whereas even a few weeks ago, it was like,
oh, no way in hell. No way in hell. For me to have that conversation with somebody 6 weeks ago, I would have to wear the corridor carpet out, hall carpet, probably eat about 16 packets of biscuits, maybe even have a tonic water. I don't really have gin anymore. I might even have a gin. But I would have had to, it would have been a big stress of pressure of, what if they say no? What if they reject me?
Yeah.
But now I'm in that place of, I know me now. I'm a different woman than what I was 6 weeks ago. And I know that by the end of this, I'm going to think this is a baby step.
Yeah.
Because 2 weeks ago it was a baby step. And well, I've had, I don't know how many other steps since those baby steps.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? The transformation really, the shifts really start happening quickly. And I just thank you for sharing that. That's amazing. And as Rebecca said, she's only 6 weeks into the program. So the minimum option is a 3-month program. So she's only halfway through. So if these shifts, and remember, the shifts happen inside first. So you can see her energy, you can see her confidence. She, 6 weeks ago, she was saying that she wouldn't have even been able to do this interview. There's absolutely no way in hell she would have done it. She would have avoided it. And look at her, just confident and speaking, and just so much belief and faith in herself, and relaxed and calm as well. Whereas you said you're always so, anxious and
just felt really. And it's not just business. Business made me, or the old business made me feel, well, I made myself feel frustrated. And that carried through everything.
Yeah.
And I felt I was failing. Because you do the whole comparison thing, and then you judge yourself, and then we criticise ourselves because we're experts at that. So that carried through everything. But doing this work, I'm different. My husband, bless him, has no idea what we do here. Absolutely no idea. He just knows when the door's shut, leave her alone, she's doing whatever. And he's different with me.
Amazing.
And we've talked about this, but our relationship it wasn't bad before. Good relationship, love the guy to bits, he's my man. But it's different. He's not changed, I have.
Yeah, it's powerful.
But just even walking down the street feels better.
Wow.
Because I'm not dragging all the, pardon my language, whoever's listening, I am not dragging all the crap.
Yeah.
And I don't mind being absolutely, completely honest, because I feel safe speaking to Kirsty. that we did that releasing 2 weeks ago, and I unlocked a door to something that had been closed for 17 years, was in a safe, buried deep under the sea and covered with a storm. And I feel that release of that, and I feel lighter. So I don't feel I'm not carrying 17 pieces of luggage everywhere I go.
Yeah, right. Honestly, you do this to me every time. My legs are tingling like anyone's business. There's like goosebumps galore. And obviously we're not going to go into it, but this is part of the healing work that I was talking about in the program, and it is phenomenal, and it can shift you and change you in what, an hour?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
17 years versus an hour.
But that, if somebody had said to me, you're going to do this meditation and visualization and this technique with Kirsty, and it's going to unlock that and release it, I would have blocked everything I possibly could.
Yeah.
Because it's painful.
Yeah. Yeah.
It released without pain. Yeah, I came out crying, but it wasn't crying, oh my God, woe is me, this is so awful and painful. It was the tears of relief.
It was tears of relief, tears of freedom. Just, it's actually giving yourself permission to let go.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Absolutely.
Whereas we punish ourselves and keep ourselves in this prison, self-imposed walls, telling ourselves we have to punish ourselves for the rest of our lives. And actually, when we let that go, wow, what's going to come to you now is just going to be phenomenal. Obviously, there is always divine timing. There's a gestational period, but what you've opened up the doors for, I cannot wait to see, because you've released so much. The energy's changed. Your mind's completely different, and what comes next is just going to be a roller coaster ride in a good way.
Can't wait.
Absolutely.
And I've put prices up without having big palaver drama.
Yes, we like that.
I've just this is I'm worth that.
Yeah,
that's what this is worth.
Brilliant. Because that's what I'm talking about when I say your inner value equals net value, because we undercharge so much and we think that we're not good enough to charge the prices that we are worth. So I love that you're seeing your worth and you're charging equivalent to that. Absolutely, we should do that. Absolutely. Otherwise, we're just telling the universe and we're telling other people that we're just not worth that much, and we're telling ourselves that. And that's damaging and painful. So we don't want to do that anymore. So, I'm so happy for you. It's just so good.
I know that this is going out to people that have done breakthrough. And all I can say to anybody who's done breakthrough, thinking about doing anything, if you're on the fence, get off it, get on the side of Kirsty and just go for it. Because I am practical, and some of the things when I think we're going to be talking about them, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? But I do an affirmation of opportunities and open mind. So I just think, well, open mind, go in with an open mind, and I come out of everything, even if at the beginning I'm like skeptical, this is bloody woo stuff, not liking it. Come out the other side and I'm like, well, I learned from that.
Yeah.
Even when we did the one, and I don't want to give too much away because people need to experience this, with the colour.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, what are we doing?
I was scrolling through and looking, and I'm like, let's have a look at Rebecca. I wonder what she's thinking.
Oh my. I would try not to show it on my face, but really I'm thinking, what the hell? But then after, I was thinking, actually, I feel something.
Physically, yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? And I like you, I am very practical, and before I started learning about all of this stuff, like, I absolutely love it. I just want to learn it all now, so I'll keep bringing all this stuff to my clients. But very analytical, always very analytical, and so I had to have that open mind as well. But what got me into all of this was the science aspect. It's like, even law of attraction, it's like, this sounds amazing, I want to believe it, but what really, we think and make stuff happen with our minds, whatever. And it wasn't until I started going in and going, right, give me some proof, I want to see some proof. And then you start reading about quantum physics and all these experiments that they do over and over and over again, and they can't prove the results wrong. Like, they keep trying to prove it wrong, but it doesn't happen when it comes to, like, I won't go into the details, the observer effect, if anyone wants to go and Google it. But, you know, and Albert Einstein, we all know he's a clever man, but we have no idea what he was talking about. And it's all this sort of stuff. So, you know, and when you start understanding, anyway, I'm going to go into it as well. But when we start understanding we're more than just what we seem, and actually, if you're buying into the law of attraction, you buy into vibration, you know that your energy is sending out energy, then we need to learn how to manipulate that energy, right? We need to learn how to send out and be in the right vibration and be in the right energy to get what we want, because otherwise we continue to attract what we don't want and we get so frustrated. So this is why, and actually the energy part is really, really valuable in healing as well, just understanding it. And we don't have to go deep in it either, do we? We just skim the surface with this, and it still made a difference to everyone that was on the call. So it's amazing. So thank you for having such an open mind, and you know, your progress, everything that you've got now, everything that's coming for you is all testament to what you've put in. It's all testament to you showing up on the calls, you doing the work, you know, you committed to it, right? Because this wouldn't work if you didn't commit to it, would it?
So, but I just know now, we talk about, or you've taught me to think about end result. I'm becoming her. So Rebecca's Becca, and I know I'm going to get to Bex.
Yeah.
That means more to me and you than it will to anybody listening to this.
Yeah, absolutely. But you're basically
embodying, I know I will get it.
Yeah, you're embodying your future self, and we know that collapses times and creates quantum leaps in our lives, and you can feel it. You can feel her, you can feel yourself becoming her, you can feel the change, and you're noticing it all the time, right? It's just, it's amazing.
But I think as well, just for general day-to-day average happiness of, when you're having that day, instead of staying in the if you want to come out of it, pick up a tool. You teach us a lot of tools. Pick one up, do it, and stop feeling so flat.
Exactly. And that is like this whole thing. We're coming here, we come on these courses, we enroll in these things because we want more success, we want to make more money, because we think money is going to give us everything. But actually what this work gives us is fulfillment, happiness, abundance in so many other ways other than just money. The money will come, but it's when we create that inside of us first, that's when the money comes. And actually the money is a byproduct. It's just something that happens because, and this should be our first port call, but it isn't, and that's just because of how we're wired, and that's all fine. But the beauty is that you learn to be happy. Maybe for the first time ever, you learn to find happiness and joy and delight in things, and you don't settle anymore for being pissed off all the time or low vibe or fed up. You don't play the victim anymore, because you know you're responsible for your mind, for your consciousness, and for what is happening around you. You take 100% responsibility, and when you do that, then you make an effort every single day to feel good. And what's the prize for that? Being happy. Like, who doesn't want that? You know, and it's amazing. And like Becca said, it's even affecting her relationships. So it affects everything. So this isn't just let's go make some money. This is let's become the most successful version of ourselves. Let's attract more money. Let's become happier. Let's have more fulfilling relationships. Let's have a more enjoyable day. Let's live life as if, without being morbid, we only had 12 months left or something. You know, let's make the most of life instead of waiting until we get met with the situation that makes us appreciate our life. Why don't we just start doing it now? Right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Oh, it's so amazing. Thank you so much for coming and speaking about it and sharing.
All I can say, Kirsty, is thank you for creating it.
Oh, you are so welcome.
Because it is fantastic, and I've made good friends.
Yeah.
We're in different countries on different time zones, but we are friends.
Yeah, it's a journey. And this is where the community aspect's really, really important, because you do make those friends, and it just makes it so much easier to go through this journey when you have other people that are doing it with you and supporting you and cheering you on. You don't have to do it on your own. You don't need to figure it out on your own. You've got a system that you can come follow. You've got people you can do it with, and we would love to have you if you want to come and join us. So thanks again, Bex. I'm just going to call you Bex now. I'm not even going to.
Very much.
Not going to bother with the in between anymore, Bex. Thank you so much. Again, really appreciate you. Love having you in the group. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm so happy we've still got another 6 weeks together. So thank you very much. And I'll see you tomorrow on our call. And everyone else, thank you so much for watching. And I hope that's helped. So have a lovely evening, everyone.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.